Yeah. All right. Well, with all that though, we've got some drafting to do. Maybe we can like I know I've done I know I've done and I will continue to gremlin tame.
Uh-huh.
I cannot be stopped from gremlin taming, but I
I would
really
like to
want.
see black and green get played at some point.
All right.
There's also, I think, in contrast, blue-red is the lowest performing because it's kind of as far as rooms being like the archetype of it, it's not really,
But,
you know.
yeah, I think the thing with that is that like uh you don't have the like you have powerful cards, not as much a powerful synergy. Yeah,
Exactly, and this is a highly synergistic set in general. So when you're lacking synergy, it's just kind of a, you know,
yeah. My gut was gonna say Celestia, and not because it's like not powerful, but because it's very snowbally. Uh,
yeah,
like uh, because of the way survival works, if you don't have ways to either be attacking or turning on your survivors, you're not like moving, and therefore you can get stuffed a lot easier.
ooh,
Ooh,
enduring vitality. That's a
okay.
pretty good thing to say. That's a reason to play green.
Yeah. Oh, Modifin, thanks for the sub. Yeah. So this is actually one of the like so we have a 3/3 vigilance like that also is and gives all of your creatures the ability to tap for mana like A
Yep.
plus ramp. Uh, but also, uh, as mentioned, ways of turning on Survivor as a mechanic,
Yes.
such as this Glimmer Seeker here, really powerful card. Um, like it doesn't like when it dies, it just comes back as that creature still tap for any color. So I'm definitely like willing to pick this up and see where it goes. The other cards in here I like so Glimmer Seeker, as I mentioned, I think is really powerful drawing card if you make a Glimmer. Fear of Abduction is
Fear Abduction's an ass kicking of a
yeah.
card.
Yeah, let's see where this leads. All right.
Players nice to see,
Velgavoth
not
Lair.
necessarily a pick.
Yeah. So Velgavoth's Lair is like this is fine fixing that has some synergistic components.
Yep,
Um,
it's an enchantment that enters the battlefield, so Gremlin Tamer loves it.
yep. Uh, as far as our other bits here, we have the coat. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
coat is pretty nice. Vanish, I think, is pretty good. I can't get myself to pick a double color on two other colors thing when we're looking at here, but I am willing to get ourselves something like this with like either the
One important thing that this does is that it lets you pick, that Simic 2-drop. Just like, hell
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we could pick up the lair here, but like that feels like picking Terramorphic Expanse plus
As pick
like
2,
as pick
yeah.
two. Whereas like let's get some cards in colors and maybe we can see uh where things turn. Speaking of Terramorphic, um, Monstrous Emergence is something I'm pretty
Yep, it's a
big
solid
on.
removal spell.
This has a lot of like odd bits to it because this is a style of bite that we've seen. There was an Eldrazi one like this, um, but like this has some like weird corner cases to it. So
Oh yeah, like when you're revealing characteristic defining ability based power and a power.
also noting most bites work through Death Touch.
Yep.
This one is Monstrous Emergence deals the damage, not the creature.
Yes.
So like that little bit you have to know.
I mean, it'd be kind of wild to reveal a card from your hand
Yeah, and then have
say,
it.
this has Death Touch, and it
Gotcha.
kills your
Right.
guy.
Which is the one way. Okay, this card. I'm a huge fan of House Cartographer.
Oh yes, this
Especially
is a great thing to go with your vitality.
yeah, especially
Ramp
like
the hell out.
right, like main one, we get to cast something big, and then like we get a free land main two. So the one thing we you kind of want with this sort of stuff, I also like Anthropede as like a one of in
Antipede's a great one of that is like a silver bullet. That's really nice.
Yeah. Baseball bat, the bigger survivor, underwater tunnel is fine. There's some red in here. So, like, I'm cool with baseball bat. I'm cool with the clockwork percussionist because this is just, like, replaces itself. It's until the end of your next turn that this you get to keep the card forever.
Yeah.
Cautious Survivor is mostly on the 4/4 body. Its effect
Yeah,
is...
this is mostly just a 4-mana 4/4 that occasionally gains you life.
Yeah. So, like, it's fine.
Being a 4/4 body isn't, like, bad, though. Actually, high power toughness in this set is a little bit on the lower end.
Give myself a baseball bat. White doesn't look terribly open, but I am interested in... Oh, okay. Another Windbreaker. Anthropede. I see the green in here I'm happy with. We haven't gotten a second color that's more... like big for what it's doing. Long neck is also like, this thing's really good for flipping up off of a Manifest Dread, which we don't have any of that either in here at the Mo. But
you do in the form of the Windbreaker,
yeah.
but that's...
Okay, so...
okay. This one is the one that makes it, big Manifest.
Yeah, so Moldering Gym, and these two kind of play similarly in the sense that it's like mana fixing-esque with a big body on it. Oh, Anthony Gruncham thinks what's up. I'm gonna pick up the gym here. One of the things I'm seeing that we might have access to, just like based on our green with Vitality and Gym, is just the ability to kind of splash whatever we feel like if we find like powerful effects. And ooh, hello. Okay, hold on. Now
here it is.
This is a really powerful card for...
Turns your Manifest into Mega Manifest.
It's also like a flash too.
Yep.
Which, that's fine. This is also a really good one here. Fan of the Bashful Beastie. This thing, like, is big and then also keeps itself rolling. Another baseball bat, another Beastie, Grand Entryway. Fixing off that. I kind of want to keep the... Like, we're not a deck that's super taking advantage of Grand Entryway. Rotunda.
Nope.
Rotunda's
not
still
really.
fine, but... I'm gonna go ahead and grab ourselves some more Manifest Dread stuff to fit with our...
Okay.
Sure.
Hardened Escort's really good at the last second here. Ooh, Glimmer Burst.
I like Glimmer Burst. And these are, like, playables, too. Like, I'm not, like, super big on either of these, but they're, like, cards that, like, will function. Okay, well. We got that Survivor anyway.
You're in the right color combo, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
A Mind Skinner!
Mind Skinner!
I mean, this card will kill your opponent fast. Skinner. But it is triple blue.
It is triple blue, but that's a lot easier for us to pull off with something like Enduring Vitality.
True. That's not wrong at all. It's, and, like, you're much more likely to get the Growing Dread back than the Mind Skinner.
Yeah, we got that first Growing Dread fairly late, which means that, like, hopefully the people in blue, like, you know, green and blue as their other colors might be off picking these. And we can get this back around. This card, so all your damage turns into mill.
Yep.
And which, like, and also this has 10 power. We're gonna try having some fun with the mind. Oh my god.
Valgavoth, come on. Why do you keep showing up in pack 2?
There ain't no way, right?
No. There ain't no way.
I can't.
Unless you want to throw all of your blue away.
The problem is it's like throw everything out and then like
you could actually keep all the green because you could actually turn this into a green ramp deck as opposed to like Reanimator, but it's not worth doing. I also want to see you have the chance to play with them.
We got to get to a point where there will be a day where we can get Valgavoth going.
Valgavoth keeps showing up in pack 2. That's the big problem.
All right. I'm taking Thought Drowner. It's a Drowner because it's a
Come on.
This one's fine though, because
Oh,
under the skin is
yeah,
actually
the skin's good too. As
this is
well.
a
Yeah.
we're look, what we're doing is we're donating a very good time to another player.
Yes,
Like-
exactly. Someone's going to have a great time grabbing Valgavoth and demonic console.
Yeah, searches a demon. any demon. Ooh.
Central elevator.
Oh!
All right.
Hey, hold on.
This is the room lover.
This is the room. Okay. Uh, we have one room. It's the gym weight room.
All you need is like 6 room cards.
It's that or like literally the card name Manifest Dread. Vanish from sight. I'm not as huge on Rootwise Survivor because you need it to survive combat, but we have ways of making that a little easier. This one I'm willing to like hide away in our deck if we can have like 4 or 5 different rooms of different names. I'll feel good about it. I know we've got the perfect land here, but I'm also a huge fan of
But
Spines.
this is the centipede
CJ.
is quite good, is the thing.
Yeah. Manifest
Currently
Dread.
looking for spines.
You are right in PokeCamp that Manifest Dread is probably the correct pick, but oh, damn it, we have 0 Delirium again.
I mean, you have Manifest Dread.
No, I mean right now we have 0-4.
Oh, right now? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
see,
no,
I'm
your
great.
graveyard. Fill up your graveyard and then we'll start talking.
All right. We gotta work on that.
You know, whoever's been playing white in this is also feeling pretty good. That's the second Fear of Surveillance I've seen, for
Yep.
example.
I am fine. In a deck like this, I like having Glimmer. Ooh, this is a really strong survivor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if we're able to use Vitality on this to just make this happen rather than having to work for Defiant Survivor, that's...
It's just a free Manifest Dread every turn.
Yes. Play a game. Another big survivor.
You're probably not even playing the first one.
I know. I could pick up Vigor as far as, like, just a trick.
It's kind of a...
That's also... Take the body. I don't know that I'm playing either, but... Okay,
Ooh,
Inspector.
Anthropede or Cryptic Inspector. Yeah, okay.
So this is whenever a face down comes in or flips up, you get a 1/1 counter, which is
Yep.
a lot of counters very quickly.
Yes.
In a deck that focuses on... Okay, well, there's also
Ooh,
Dog,
okay.
but... Like,
The,
perfect fixing is a little bit too good to pass right now.
Yeah, you take that for sure. But what I was thinking is that the other Growing Dread actually didn't come back.
You're right. Interesting. Well, more inspectors. So we literally want the card named Manifest Dread. I'll be honest. That's like what we're missing down here. We only have 3 2s. Like, this is not a curve that's usual for me. So,
True. Although at the same time, you have like 5 different ramp pieces in this deck already.
Yes. All right. Pack 3. This is not a card that you.
No, this is a
Ooh. All right. Hold on.
Meat Locker. That's room number 3. You need
I need
you
4
need a
different.
minimum of 4 rooms to make it work.
Yeah.
Ideally, more like 6.
The other picks here would be like Centipede, another Inspector. The green in here is actually, we're going to get something, because look at all this green in here. Like,
For
it's,
sure, yeah.
like-
And you cut blue direct completely out of this pack as well, so
yeah. Threats.
that's around every corner.
There we go. That means we have infinite mana forever.
And for what it's worth, for anyone who's looking at the Molder Gym and all of that, it's 8 different rooms
Name.
with different names.
Yeah, so we need something that isn't the Moldering Gym.
Yeah.
This
works.
This would be it. Ha! So, the greenhouse is not, like, whatever. Rickety Gazebo, though, is what you're playing this one for. Mill 4 and pick up 2. So that gets us our 4 rooms for us to play the central elevator. Which all our ramp means that, like, we are a lot more able to afford all these rooms we have to keep opening.
Paranormal
Ooh.
Analyst.
Talk about a 2.
This card is great.
Yeah, talk about a 2 that really works out for us. This is, like, whenever we manifest dread, we draw the other card, and that is so much
Makes
value.
Manifest Dread so powerful.
Yeah. Again.
I mean, the very first draft of this we did, you had 2 of those.
What do you do? No.
This just makes everything. This is a type of card. Gotcha.
Yeah, this is like
Emergence, pretty solid.
Yeah, this is Leyline of Arcane.
All of the ley lines are
adaptation.
basically not at all playable in Limited.
The green one's Fist of Suns, that ain't anything. The white one's like you need to be at 7 over life total, so you have to have a really specific.
The black one is a Graveyard Hoser, because it's just Leyline of the Void again.
Thank you. Growing Dread.
Leyline of the Void, which I think has been in 3 different cycles.
They have not printed another black Leyline yet, whereas some colors have 4, because, like...
Yeah.
Oh
my god!
Who
Are
cares,
you kidding me?
Who cares about Manifest Dread? We're,
If you had taken that other one instead of the Mind Skinner, you would have had 4 of these.
4 of them. Alright. We got the bread growing.
Manifest Bread.
That's not tabled.
You know what? You know what Ty also did last night? Opened 3 ley lines of the Void in the same draft. 3 of them. 2 in the same pack. Not like in the same set of packs is what I mean.
Alright. Here's our... Wow!
Oh
wow!
God, all of the green is back. All of it. Jesus. You're close to be able to play this deck as mono green, actually.
Yeah.
Aside from your rooms and the Mind Skinner. And the Growing Dreads, obviously.
It's probably just the Centipede, because, like, that's the, like, card advantage one. I'm gonna take... I don't really care out of this. Sure, this thing's, like...
That's a solid... All of the fears are pretty good.
Corn. Let's put the corn in the sideboard.
I will give in to violence.
Alright.
Yeah, so playing green, 100% correct.
Yeah.
The blue has also been pretty open. The fact that you're specifically green-blue, extremely correct.
The triple Growing Dread is like, alright, that's a good payoff for this. Yeah, I also agree that I like that this deck has, like, ridiculous stupid win con, and then, like, normal game of Magic the Gathering. Like...
That's the best way to play with stupid win cons, though. So you can just win the game anyway. And maybe one time out of the 30 times you'd play with this, on average, that you will only play, like, maximum of 9 times, would win off of it. So you have that 1 in 3 chance, roughly, of that ever coming up.
Okay, 12 and 12 is what this claims, but that's actually way off.
That's not true. That's like at least 16 creatures.
Yeah. So, it is very funny. The Monstrous Emergence are ace in the hole with that. You know, kill anything. Velgoth? Nah. Ain't got nothing on this big. Well, I mean,
you kill Valgavoth and then you go and have to sacrifice 3 permanents, but yeah.
But yeah, the Cryptid Inspector, During Fatality, Spine Seeker, like, looking for anything I'd want to cut. I want to keep the 4 rooms. I want to just have that as, like, a side way to win the game. Like,
yeah, it's just funny that it's there. I like it.
The thing with Central Elevator is that, like, that left side I don't feel bad about, like, when we have access to something like,
okay. Oh yeah, no, it basically makes, it's a second copy of all of your other rooms, kind of.
You're on 5
In the right side, and for what it's worth, even the right side actually does have a reason to be activated, because it does just let you surveil every turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Anthropede is, like, the most sort of, like, extant thing in here. It makes for a good, a fine body to be flipping up off of a Dread, and it makes for a, like, alright, like, it's an expensive answer, but it can answer some problems.
Yeah, but But also pretty relevantly, there's actually not that many ways to stuff flyers in this format. So
especially in
it
this
being
deck,
a reach creature is actually pretty relevant.
Yeah, we're not huge on that in this deck either. Like, yeah, we just want to find like one cut, and that is probably this. Like, the others would be like, because Survivor's not getting cut, especially when we have Vitality. Bashful Beast.
Bashful Beast team.
This is actually the biggest creature in the deck, which is
well, you manifest up a 5/5 on the other end of Weight Room.
Yeah. Well,
like you do have something that's of equivalent size.
And of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm really liking the set of like manifest dread stuff we have going on in here. I think that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna cut down on lands because while we don't have like we have a lot low, like a ton low, the rooms give us a lot of this like late payoff.
You also do have two of the centipedes and and like a number of other ripping basics out of your deck.
Like play one of them and like just cut like an island.
Oh, wait, which do you mean?
Is that what you're saying? Just cutting off a land because we have a lot of fetch, or?
I mean, yeah, that's an option. It's kind of, I'm not saying you have to do it or anything. I'm just like, because you have a lot of fetches in your deck, so long as you get to like 3, you're solid on being able to get all of them onto the field.
Let's roll with this then. Hold on, we gotta. No. No. No.
It's not letting you use this card as the deck image.
Is this like a magic pixel sort of thing? Do I need to find like the right drop point? You can drag a card to this area to change the deck image.
Well,
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Okay, well, I don't believe you. Alright. Yep, alright.
Analyst into Under the Skin is an immediate payoff. Love that.
Funnily enough, Under the Skin, like, because of the way that works, like, we won't...
Oh, true. That already happens, is what it is.
Yes. But, like, Meat Locker, Drowner... technically, Island is the right play there, and this is why you're gonna see me draw the Mind Shrieker on 3, and that would be the punish for playing that forest, specifically. Instead, Nelly! Okay.
What a payoff. Like, what a fantastic thing you've got. And also, you just get to walk right past that with Meat Locker.
Yes.
Or Drowner. Yep, that makes sense. And they're playing mono white so far, so expect them to have every combat trick that they could possibly have.
With the recursion pieces, I'm willing to like make them use it.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically because this way they're a lot more likely to not, as in here, have a second play, which is important.
Right.
So we're gonna go ahead and just Meat Locker that. But yeah, the most important bit there. Yeah, we don't get our.
Ooh, flicking up vitality is a fun, like, trick.
Yes. Alright, under the skin...
Although, funnily enough, you actually can't right now.
Yeah, under the skin, can go grab that, land. Alright, so, like... This is really funky.
Gonna under the skin, I'm gonna pick up forest instead of my... that isn't a that is a permanent. You got 2 more. It's fine.
Here's the trick.
Yeah, also you're killing your opponent real fast here.
Like, they have some problems.
Your opponent gets to see the fact that you just put in another growing dread into your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And that dies and you just win at this point, I think.
So...
Reveal the Mind Skinner. Just do it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna reveal a creature card. This one.
Hey, it's 10 power, baby! And then you kill your opponent, basically. And you one off, but still.
I probably shouldn't play that, but...
That's actually a bad idea to play, yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you've just made it so that your opponent can live another turn.
Yes. Because now all my damage is mill damage.
Yeah.
It's fine. What are they gonna do?
Nice! they reacted to go like, oh shit, I get to live! Nice!
Yeah, we just have to kill them 2 times, it's okay. One fun fact about Mind Skinner, can block. Yeah, we'll get out of here, thanks. let me fix that. Sorry, I apologize for the style.
We just got excited.
I
we just
really,
got excited, it's fine.
Yeah, I just... It's fine. The best thing they could have done would have been like having to like tap it down or throw it like some sort of pacify for a
yeah. Although not the blue one, that makes it lose all abilities and becomes an O2.
No, they needed to like fear of. This is fine.
Well, this has vitality, so you can play anything in it. Yeah, or gym. Like
yeah,
there's
we're
lots
set
of
for a
options.
while in this one.
I'm scared whenever I see white, though, when it comes down, because that means that they could extremely pop off instantly.
Yeah. We're not a we have, like, a good amount of interactive pieces. I like having the 2, like, bites, then we have some tapping effects. And, like, then it's just like, okay, we have some quality creatures. Ooh, we're gonna get,
makes sense.
We are gonna be rushed down here. Alright. So they get their flyer. Third land. Okay. Squeaky. Alright. So during Vitality, down. Like, they can Glassworks it, and then, like, you know, okay, they're gonna, like, just make a body big enough to go over it. No blocks. Alright, how do we want to do this? Do I just want, like... Our current problem is evasion.
You can...
I'm thinking about, like...
You can take out one of these. You can... Meat Locker one, Drowner the other, or, you know, use Drowner, stun one, then get rid of the other thing. You do have options, but, like, they're all delaying things rather than actually, you know, dealing with them.
Right, which means we need, like... Okay.
Yeah, they recognize there's not much in the way of blue and green for tricks here.
So yeah, the plan here is that I'm gonna go ahead and tap down the ghost, and then, like, get rid of it. That's really scary. So we're taking half our life total here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then next turn we have a lot of... And we just don't have any, like... Yeah, we're not getting there quick enough to be able to...
Yeah, you can Meat Locker down another cheerleader. You can... The cheerleader, I don't know. It's not going so hot is the big problem.
We have some... Because, like, if they all out in combat here... Okay. That's enough to mean that we're losing everything on the block. And then... Yeah, and this is why having, like, having something on 2 just to be able to, like, lock
anything
step.
on 2 makes this so much more, yeah, reasonable.
Yeah, because we're able to live here, but this is already over.
Yeah.
So, like, there is no sequence of draws that gets us out of that position in this deck. Okay, so one thing with this deck is that it doesn't have the...
You want the growing dreads.
Yeah, we really want those growing dreads.
That's the real thing.
I'm just thinking that, like, if we get into a situation where we're losing in a snowballing situation, we don't really have anything that can flip that table. So the answer is do not let it get to that position. We want to be we want to have a more okay.
Well, I mean, you have plays. You have, you know, a couple of chances to draw the island.
Yeah, the worry here is that, like, if our opponent is
slow again,
aggro out the gates.
That's the only issue.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but thankfully they're not.
Oh so. God, yeah. The island all of a sudden we're slow. Okay, this is big, but not yet. And also, this is quite big in this matchup. All of a
That's
sudden.
true. Yeah. Both Jim and Centipede fetch a land, right?
Yeah, Jim fetches it into play though and gets us 5 next turn.
Right.
So this is the most important because the way this works now is that we can Cryptid Inspector with Growing Dread up.
Yes.
That card is dangerous.
Yeah, Infernal Phantom is one of those cards that it's really, really easy to underestimate how powerful it is. But that when it dies, that does that damage to any target, not creature or face. It's any target.
Yeah, and it also gets +2 on every enchantment enter. It's so on and the room unlocks. So but right now they're not gonna be opening playing and opening something. It's likely gonna be something like I was gonna say either a Meat Locker or a Glassworks are the most likely plays. Yep.
Glassworks is the one that just deals damage.
That just deals 4. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. That's incredibly good. And then we can do a little bit of blocking, a little bit of work. I'm probably just gonna go bop that room. No, okay, never mind. Not gonna let me.
No, you're not.
Okay. So they have another meat locker. Whew. How do we want to... Like, our current issue is that they can just sort of tap down a lot of our board right now.
Yeah. So I just fill up the board, right?
Yeah, like, just play, like, Centipede plus Under the Skin. Under the Skin first,
Yeah,
in case it...
Okay.
Alright. Reasoning there being that we can flip it up for the cryptid inspectors. No attacks. Okay. Alright, Anthropede.
Anthropede's going to be pulling double duty here.
With
blocking
reach.
the flyer and also killing this room.
Yes.
Honestly, ideal is actually that they play it as the draw 2 instead. Or
Yes.
draw 3, discard
Yeah.
1.
We still take some damage, and that Phantom is still just a really... Roaring Furnace. Okay, that's the one that is a deal damage equal to hand size, and then its other side is draw every turn. They also get to play out the we just don't get to have a board. This is...
Dangerous.
I don't... Like, the tempo here means we're just being overrun.
Yeah.
They can open another room next turn. They can... Oof. They have the 4/4. Minimum, we're taking... 8? No, we're dead next turn on no matter what? No, that can't be right. Hold on. There's got to be an out on this. We can't just
So
be
you have
dead.
Anthropede to be able to block something, but also you actually need to block largest available damage on the floor, which means what you want to do is actually manifest up your 5/5,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that's the better line here. If they have an answer to it, like, we're just out, but... And then next turn we get that untapped Cryptid Inspector, which is pretty key. But yeah, if they have a Meat Locker, if they have the Unsummon, if they have anything of that nature, we're just dead on the board. If we can
Big issue is that
untap,
Phantom.
yeah, that Phantom like is a game-ending threat. We need to like have the life total to be able to, you know, not die to. And
Yeah.
right now we do die to it. Like that's one of
So
the biggest.
your solution to the Phantom is Meat Lockers or the Drowner.
Yes, Drowner's the best one, but Meat Locker like as well. I want them to open the room that draws them. Okay, that's. I was hoping that I wanted the other one opened, not the immediate draw. I wanted them to go.
Gotcha. But that's also, this makes sense why they would go for this, because they plan on trying to win right now.
And we're dead.
Which that's kind of what they're doing.
We're dead. Like,
Yeah.
well, we go to 1 with the Phantom on the board. Right? Like, that's the outcome here. And then... So we get to kill this. We take...
8.
8, go to 1.
You have to specifically draw or... Yeah, no, it would have to have been specifically draw a Drowner here.
Yeah.
And that you didn't, so...
Right, because we... Well, no, hold on.
Okay, you can go grab the meat locker, actually, with the elevator. Elevator.
Then we died to the flyer.
Yes.
Okay, I've got a better line.
All right.
If we don't kill the Phantom, we're still okay.
Oh,
so
you're just going to block it with a 2/2?
We're going to block it with 2/2s for a while our opponent dies to our board.
All right, that's a way out. Let's do it.
If they have an answer to our Anthropede, they win on the spot, but that's okay because, like...
There's nothing you can do about that anyway.
They had that anyway, so...
Yeah. Do either of these rooms kind of win them on the spot if you... You don't need the central elevator, I think.
No,
well, I guess no, you
that.
do actually. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, hold on. Do I?
The lakeside chat is unnecessary.
But I want to. Well, I just want to pay 2. Do I just hit decline on this? Is that?
I think so, and then you can pay 2.
Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and kill the one that makes a body.
Okay.
Your go. If they can answer the Anthropede, we're dead.
Wait, you don't have a 2/2 to block.
We do.
Oh, this is Flash. I didn't notice the Growing Dread has Flash.
Oh, okay. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Okay.
We're dead regardless, which sucks because I really liked the line here. I thought we had a really good way to steal this game. Yeah, damn it. Because, like, we actually win on the spot here. Because all we have to do is tap this.
Yeah, gotcha.
So.
Which you would have been able to do with elevator into grabbing meat locker. Yep.
We did have the line to get through there. They just... Well, the other thing was that was a really, really, really low likelihood to function. Because last turn they played out the Surveil and kept one on top. Which is, like, high. I kept a removal spell. Like, that's...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So far, you haven't lost any game to your deck. I mean,
well,
your deck didn't
I'd say
function
game 2.
once off of...
I'd say game 2 we absolutely did, because our game plan was very slow and very ooh, that's nice. Like, we were on the draw and against the aggro opponent with no plays till 3.
Yeah. Orphans of the Wheat.
Okay.
I mean, good to just play a 1/3 into that, right?
Doesn't ever block it. That's Orphans of the Wheat taps all your creatures to give it +1/+1. So they just they pre-combat a creature and then tap it, and then it's going to get flying because it's a survivor. So our current issue is, again, not having answers to aggression. I guess if we play the Defiant Survivor, and then... I'm gonna leave this back. It incentivizes them to use the Orphan as an offensive tool, and maybe we can manifest Dread enough to get past it. and then we get Growing Dread.
Drowner is good to see.
Ooh. We need to pick it up as well, so that that helps us stem some flying bleeding, which is sorely needed right now.
And these Manifest Dreads you can just put in front of the orphans now, basically.
Sure, they're gonna. This thing hands off double strike on its other side.
But it's very expensive, right? It's like
Yes, it is 6 for that
6.
side. So. Interesting. Okay. Let's get one of these flyers off the table. Yeah, they're no longer going to be attacking. Okay, alright.
Beautiful. Okay.
So
that's
finally
gonna
we
stem
can
additional bleeding.
Finally we can deal with
Stabilize.
some of this evasion.
Kill one of those, drown the other.
Yeah.
Can you guarantee being able to do 4 damage with your emergence? Because they do have one white up, they could like jump scare defensively with it.
Yes, the face down flips up and has 4 power.
Yeah, okay.
So we can do this. Which...
Double upgrades.
Yep. And then from here, I think we just take the
Yeah.
flood first. And we can monstrous that cheerleader.
Yep.
In our second. They can't give a double strike yet, so I'm not terribly scared of that side of things. And we also have Under the Skin to reset this if need be. And just draw a million cards. As long as we can last out, like, we are in the long game here, so... Oh, well, I have a way to...
Mind Skinner!
Alright,
Well, you do have a way to play that, actually. You have the greenhouse right there, so...
but I'd rather, like, kill this flyer and get some more forward.
Oh, I'm not saying do that this
Yeah.
turn. I'm just saying that you do have the ability to play that.
Yes.
Is all I mean.
Yes, yes. So let's go... we're gonna reveal... Target you.
And,
You know what?
the only one now that works is Shard Mage's Rescue, because that would be hexproof.
Well, like, if they +2'd it, it would be... Alright, and then we get to go...
Well, not with the Mind Skinner. The Mind Skinner would kill that if they gave it, if they jump scared.
Ooh, okay, so we get to Manifest Dread this into play, we get to return the Defiant Survivor to hand, and then we get to pick up the island from the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, that was a pretty good draw 3 that you
Yeah.
just played right there.
So they've got 5th land. Another ticket booth, just sure, make a body. That's fine. We want to
Want
make...
them to land, so they don't have any plans of double striking soon.
And then from here, we can...
Vitality as a 4/4 would be pretty good, especially since it has the vigilance.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I want to try to do that in combat, but that might be a little too cute. No, we have a ton of creatures I can play post-combat.
Also, they only have 2 in hand. Like, if they're gonna reveal whatever is on that face down, it would die in combat to that anyway, because it's like, what? I think that there's, like, a 3 power, I think, is the highest that single white, single red can get on just 2 of those.
Yeah, and then here we get to go Defiant Survivor. And House Cartographer. So they can't, like, hand off Double Strike and then, like, flip something. They just would have a 2-2. Okay, that's terrifying.
What does Desiccation Tools do?
It gives it lifelink, +2/+2 lifelink and death touch.
Makes it into a tiny worm coil engine, huh?
Yeah, anyway, let's,
Meat Locker's a great draw, though.
let's get out of here with that. No, thank you. I shall pass on your, And then you're dead?
Looks like that to me, yeah.
Okay. That was...
Wow, okay.
That's
that was a pretty good thing to have under there.
Yeah, of the possibles under there, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, the bit here that really turned the corner was that their 4 and 5 were just not terribly effective at keeping them having the pressure. They had, like, you know, they had the obvious, like, really strong start with the cheerleaders and the orphans. Like, so orphans, if, you know, this hands off, like, it has, like, exalted sort of, kind of, if you squint. But really, it's a way to get your survivors off really easily, as we saw with this, and that's what their deck has going as a pretty main theme. And, you know, early aggression is something, as we've seen, we need to bend over pretty hard to backwards to like, not get run over by it. But we can.
Hey, Grist.
Alright. Tetragrist.
Slow again.
Okay. Again, no 2s.
Have playables. Slow again. It will.
Just don't play,
If
like...
they slam down to planes, this loses, I think. But
it's fine.
I think otherwise you have a decent chance.
Yeah, maybe I need to be mulliganing more aggressively with these.
Maybe?
I don't know. I don't feel like this is a hand that under most, like, having a lot of playables and, like, things that are on plan, under the skin is a bit. I think this is.
Okay, well that's basically the best thing that they could have done for, like, alleviating our concerns.
Okay. And okay, more importantly, right. We actually have a 2.
Yes. You have a very good 2.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Just gonna under the skin here.
Understandable, yeah. Great thing to put under.
Yeah. So they can ramp. We can ramp. We can ramp pretty heavily, the threats. I'd like to kill that, but the other thought I had was, like, meat lockering it to, like, try to shut off the ramp, but that just seems really aggressive. Okay.
Less important one. They chose wrong.
Yeah, they got the 50-50 incorrect on that, so then they post-combat get a 3. Okay, more ramp. Alright, I understand. Okay. Threats. I don't think we have ways of picking this up now that the... That's alright.
No, you've already spent the sorcery that does it, so... Yeah. The thought there could have been, like, to leave that one actually in the grave, specifically because that would turn on Delirium better.
willing to threaten the double block. That's fine. Then this is just a tutor. That's okay. Or we can just ditch it. Because, like, we no longer care about, like, we're not winning off this anymore. So.
Yeah, and the other room that you'd want to grab, you already have in hand. So.
Well, we have the ramp room I can go grab, but.
Good. Do you care to do that, though? Like.
I'm just. Let's.
I guess it would make a 5/5.
Okay, they cycled Velgavoth's Lair. So, this card's, like, quite good. I think this is a fine card. Okay.
They don't want to let you double block, I think.
I'm just gonna take this. Decline, auto pay. Let's just say no to them getting the 5/5 off that, you know? It's effectively like opponent discards a known card, you know?
Yeah.
It's weird. Velgavoth. That's not Velgavoth. I really wanted them to just tap out for Velgavoth. 29 in deck. 4, 5... We're playing like 46.
I wonder if there's like a current like wisdom going around of
Absolutely not.
you playing. No?
Oh
Makes
god,
sense.
no. Like, I the only games I've ever seen mill happen in are like these long, grindy control thing. And that's just like, it's cute. You're trying to be cute, you know. Current but not wisdom is a good way to put it. Yeah, I got their own Anthropede. Last card in hand. Because, yeah, like, even for us, we do a ton of Manifesting Dread, and we're nowhere near milling. Ooh, okay. What do you get to pick up from this? Anthropede? Sure.
Anthropede.
I don't have any
Makes
rooms.
sense.
I can't play it right now. Let's do a check here. The check is if I want to trade with a 2/2. And the answer is yes.
Is yes.
Yes, I do. Okay. So
Because you don't want to give them a
target for that.
yeah. Unless you just did the draw off of it.
I'm being greedy. So I'm trying to think how we're winning this game in the long term. I think it's just like at some point getting any Manifest Dread to flip face up.
Pretty much.
Hello?
Doomsday Excruciator.
Hello? Just keeping us in a simplified board state, basically. Okay.
Hey, there you go.
There's...
That's an unactive Delirium card, too.
Yeah. So... let's go ahead and get that in. Grab one of the last lands left in the deck. let's go ahead and get in for 2. Then we'll go ahead and take it from there. Okay. Sure.
That's getting tapped.
Ward, discard a card. I'm okay with that. Yes. And we can also do this.
Well, those were like the last 2 lands in your deck.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left for the... for our threats to grab anymore. Okay. Paranormal Analyst.
And Windbreaker does manifest, so you can...
Yes. So we can finally get...
Hey, Drowner, welcome back.
So Drowner back. And then we get to fetch a land. Uh-huh. We pick up that.
Weight Room will get you a real big boy as well, right? So...
Yeah, on that side, it is large.
Which will be relevant because, you know, Emergence killing like that 6/5 or something.
Yep. Do they have revival for their demon finally? We have 9 mana, we can do anything. We have 8 cards left in the... Say its name, okay. So that's mill 3, pick up any creature. This card is, like, way better than any of the other types of this. But...
Interesting choice. Oh, they kind of didn't have a better choice.
I guess, yeah, I guess that's... I'm looking and, like, I actually do agree. Like, maybe Spine Seeker, but the Surveil on that might be more valuable for drawing a better card.
Yeah. So you know what? Sure, I get it.
Yeah. Yep. The Surveil one. Or no, that. Oh, it's on attack, not on come in. I thought that was on. I thought that was on come in. So
probably just play your 5/5, and probably Monster Submergence it when if you need to. Okay, pretty good.
Yeah, we can pick up the other. So again, 5 in deck, and then we just go like.
Wait, hold on. If you just swing all out and turn the Cryptid Inspector up, that just fucking kills him.
We're post combat,
right? Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, Drowner has Vigilance.
I know.
That's something that throws me off all the time.
I know.
I thought, yeah.
So again, so this is why I don't feel like we need to play above 40. Decks, yeah, our deck's getting low. Anything above 0 is still fine, right? Like you.
Yep.
You don't get partial victory for getting us down to 3 cards, which is why I.
For what it's worth, I called it a wisdom. Not all wisdom is correct.
No, I'm just like it was mentioned in chat, so I had to call it out because it's like I don't think it's correct to go over 40 for the most obvious reason. You're playing limited, you want to draw your best cards. If you're playing 45 or 50 cards, you're in a 1 in 50 instead of a 1 in 40. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way your deck's that good. I don't believe you. Like, I don't, like, if you've got 32
Now listen,
playables,
if I opened up 4 growing dreads
Yeah.
and 4 of that 2 drop
know what?
that also is a
You got
2/3,
yeah.
and a whole bunch of other like this is an amazing start. Jesus Christ!
Oh my god. All right.
You even get to Lakeside Shack on 1. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you're on the play.
And
wow.
we're finally on the play. Oh my god.
Island go. Your turn, opponent.
But yeah, it's something to. So oddly enough, Tello, it's not very hard to justify that companion in Constructed. That companion is one of the freest companions because there's a lot of redundant cards.
Oh shit.
This is
Okay.
fine. So it's funky, but it's fine. The reason that it's like, in limited, well, yeah, in limited it's a different thing. I understand. I'm gonna make an offer that you're going to refuse.
Yeah, they're not gonna put the fucking Gremlin Tamer in combat. That's not happening.
Yeah. And then what we're gonna do is pass the turn. And you all know
You're
why?
gonna go ahead and even more dread.
Because we're blocking. So this flips up as a 4/4.
You're gonna try and trick them into swinging it in with the Gremlin Tamer?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we have growing dread to just, get it. I think their best line is like just playing something like ethereal armor. But yeah, it looks like they want to play ethereal armor really badly. They keep looking at the Gremlin Tamer and like thinking.
Ethereal
about
armor
line.
was interesting to include in this format. In that, it's still. It is one of the few auras that I think.
Ooh, I don't like this. They have something. Okay. Alright, okay, sure. You got it, boss. That's funny because of what our card is.
Yes.
Well. Okay. I'm not gonna flip that up because we're better off just playing threats around every corner.
Opponent, we will not let you see what we're doing.
But
we are not. We play cards face down. That's all we do.
Yeah, but like the moment we play cards face up, they become like unreasonable threats.
Yeah. The moment that cryptid inspector turns up, it gets 3 counters, right?
Yeah, he gets 3 counters. No blocks, thanks.
Your opponent has not played any enchantments. That Gremlin Tamer hasn't done anything other than be a 2/2.
I've got some news for you.
There they are.
I've got some news for you. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. So, like, what if I go...
You can, in fact, actually still do both of those, yeah.
You control... Go grab a land. And then just... House of Cards.
Your move, opponent. What do you want to do?
I leave it to you.
Where are you?
Shell game.
Come on. Yeah. This is a board cons ass board state sometimes.
We have 3 growing dreads.
Yeah.
Magical hats. Yeah, they
My
just...
monsters are hidden under these magical hats.
With these 4 magical hats, you will have to find the Dark Magician.
Fucked up thing. You could turn up the Enduring Vitality and then turn up additional cards in your hand on here because all of these would then gain
yes
tap.
Which I will do at end step if nothing happens.
Yes. You can even do it mid-combat. That's messed up.
Yes. They really can't go to combat much here. Okay, Manifest Dread, then okay.
Just makes it... Wow, so, that's a blue card that gives a +1/+1 counter on something.
Yes.
Those don't happen very often.
Yeah, you usually only get them like this, where it's like a functional thing rather than a mechanical thing.
Yeah.
Like
it's a +1/+1 counter. Just one.
Yeah, like this is one because it's... Because they want this to be a 3/3. Okay, then open the door.
Get on the floor. I've already walked the Gremlin tour.
Yeah. Boom, boom.
Laka laka boom.
Surveil 2. So where this Surveil goes tells us, like, some important information, obviously.
Bottom 2 would be ideal.
Yeah, we want
grave 2.
Yeah, we want full grave off this. They're thinking on it, which means there's something that's like mediocre or like okay and okay top 2. No, that was not there's mediocre. It's there's 2 good cards and I need to know where they are. All right. There's no way you make attacks here because everything you attack with dies. There's no world where your attacks are. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't do anything. Let's get a Windbreaker going. Okay. I'm gonna go with this in... Actually, hold on, what's our...
Yeah, the elevator contributes to Delirium, so...
Okay, I'm gonna go grab another land. And then we just go to combat here.
You can move the coat, can't you?
Good.
God, they'd have to put everything in front of the Cryptid Inspector.
And we can still flip up our face down card.
Yeah.
This is just chump block. Okay, trade with Enduring Vitality. That's fine, we keep the ability.
Would you like to mid-combat flip up anyway?
Please. Yeah, okay. Like, blocking with Nico there is like, oh, they'll call the bluff. Like, that face down isn't real, it's fake. There's no way you could possibly flip that up with 1 untapped land. What could you possibly do with 1 untapped land? Anyway.
House Cartographer also was tapped when it then showed up in post-combat main phase, so... So your opponent is dead.
So what they can do is Nico has a really cool ability. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Nico's second line of text that they have is exile target non-legendary creature control. Shards become a copy of that.
Oh.
How many gremlins do you think our opponent has for the future?
That's a lot of gremlins, isn't it?
A few. Here it comes. So, exile, multiple gremlin tamers, meat locker, tap the Crimson Inspector. Make a couple gremlins. I can go in combat, but I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess you have an Ethopy target now.
Yeah, I can just, like, get that. Let's figure out what we're doing this turn, then.
Oh, yeah, that actually would flip up a,
yes.
like, anything that's not a, you know, instant or sorcery.
Okay, so I'm thinking this turn is...
That's interesting.
Like, I want to make the most of, like, our board state, so... Like, I want to move the coat to the cartographer. And I think I just want to go to combat first.
They'd have to block everything with the Drowner to kill it, so it's just chump territory there, yeah.
Yep.
You really got them spooked about that last face down card, because like
I
every
know.
single thing has been a creature so far.
And here's our land for turn.
But of course, that's the only non-creature one that
I
we
know.
have. So.
And then we can go ahead and just do this.
Paying for it, yeah.
Yeah. Doing some math.
That also makes it seem like the manifest is something real.
I want to get another body down. Like, they're going to make a bunch of chump blockers? Oh, wow. Okay. If that's all they have, then, like, now we're good. The idea there is that, like, getting the most out of my mana on this turn is important for pushing forward, because we don't quite have lethal. Yeah, I only can, like, fly in for 5.
Hold on. Yeah, because the Inspector is still tapped, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you actually would have just killed them this turn.
Correct. I think that means we... I'm gonna move the Windbreaker over here. And then... push. The threat that I'm going with is that... Okay.
Yeah.
The threat is that, like, I think they still believe in the face down. Too bad we discarded the Nightmare card. We could have found out what this green splash was. Zimone?
I don't think you'd green splash Zimone.
So they have a lot of green splash though. Like, I mean, this is a forest searcher. You're not this isn't like the splash. Like they're...
Yeah, maybe they were actually just playing straight 3-color and they just happen to be off green.
Yeah, or like just didn't draw anything relevant for it.
Yeah.
I have to say, the growing dread. That
when you get 3 of them, pretty good.
The moment we were set up with the magical hats was just the most ridiculous. Like, all right, which of these dreads is the killer one? And the answer is all of them. Oh,
all killer men were killer mad.
Yeah, like I'm here.
Yep.
This is like slightly awkward, but it's got 2/2/2 and a lot of like good cards for us, so I'm happy with the location it's in.
Turn 1 Expanse is also kind of nice to see. Under the Skin actually is pretty good too, because that means that if you do get another one, you can possibly smooth out your curve some more.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
And perfect. They would absolutely take that trade.
I'm still gonna offer it to them.
Okay. They didn't? Oof.
They might have feared that it was too like that was me trying to trick them with a big enough body, right?
Fair enough, I guess, yeah.
Because you think about that, like if this is the 2/3 instead, they lose their.
True. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. All right.
We still got value off of that. That's completely fine. Also, we might just pick it up with Under the Skin if we draw another land.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. This doesn't go on flipping up. I'd rather just get this off the table. I know it gets them a treasure, but like, all right, let's go ahead and Under the Skin. Sure.
Nice.
And then we're
if
gonna.
Nothing else is just because it's Vigilance.
Yeah, and then we're gonna just go ahead.
Kind of need your lands.
Yeah. We're missing the land drop. This can just be Civic Wayfinder. You know.
Yep.
You got a boss.
Dashing Bloodsucker is
good. A 5.
That gains a lot of life. Is what it is.
I think we're just gonna like Drowner it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go Cursed Windbreaker. This isn't big enough on the flip up.
Your guy's currently a 4/5.
Yeah.
That would be Phage the Untouchable.
Yes.
Is their avatar.
It is from Onslaught block. Quite some
long ass time ago.
Quite some time ago.
And Phage was she was Jessica?
Yes.
At one point.
Jessica,
and then got merged into Corona, I think. So
yeah, it has the text if Phage came into play from anywhere but your hand, or like but casting Phage, you die. And if it hits you, you lose.
Yep.
So,
which means that activating Momir Vig at 6, I think.
7. Black,
7?
3.
Yeah, is extremely deadly, and will just make you lose sometimes.
All right. Very glad, by the way, we have the Drowner here, because this is a 6-power lifelinker. Because so they're using a lot of this like sacrifice engine stuff, really good stuff. This thing will manifest dread when sacrificed, like, and this thing just, deals damage. What we're doing here is they're gonna. I think they're gonna spend Winter's Touch or nothing. Okay, Betrayer's Bargain. So they want this dead, so that we can't shuffle this back yet.
Yeah. The tapping and summoning still happens, but.
Yep. I think with this, I want. So we still have a turn for like dealing with that. I want to open the gazebo, I think. Sweet. So we get a land and we get. We get a good bit here. During. All right.
Are you trying to dig for another growing dread before you flip up so you can kill the bloodsucker? Just out of curiosity. Solid play.
Yes, I want to have a way to kill that with like with 5 power.
Yeah. Threats.
And the feeds. A lot of bodies I don't care about here. Okay.
Oh, well, meat locker. That's nice.
So I've got another part of this that I'm thinking about, and that's that we have a ton of mana now.
You do.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the meat locker.
Stay down.
And
Stop being around.
target you, hit you. That gives us some answers. We're winning this game in about...
Oh.
Ooh, with the rat?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You have 2 rooms on the field.
Uh-huh.
You have one room in hand.
I'm glad
you're figuring out where you're coming from.
Have you figured out why I picked Enduring Vitality?
Yeah, I am.
Waltz of Rage. Alright. So here, we get to go... Central elevator.
They're playing black-red. There is 1 black card that can deal with this.
Correct. I just want to go...
Burdens 2, kill that specialist.
Yeah. Choose a creature. This is another. Alright, and then we get to go cartographer. So next turn we get to play the gym. Oh! Ha! Alright, fine.
Well. They got us.
Alright, I guess we have to, like, go play a normal game with things. I can do that. I can play a normal game of Magic. There was no world where I was sandbagging against a discard spell because we want the mana off the House Cartographer, is the big thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
We need to be able to...
You played your, the pick up a permanent already?
Yes, we've always played the pick up our permanents already. That's in our opener like every game. Oh, that exiles.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, let's,
Time to start flipping things up and then killing you with those.
They're empty-handed. Like, let's just...
Okay, fair.
Play a normal-ass game.
You kind of got... You know what? Here's the thing. You kind of got them to start focusing on that instead and dealt with it that way, you know? So, it's fine. Okay, hold on a second. You said it's time to start playing a normal game,
no,
but...
No, normal games are fake. We're not playing normal games of Magic.
Yeah.
I don't know what a normal game of Magic looks like. That's a good card.
How you doing, Stick Twister?
I will take the damage.
Hey. The fact that that drains doesn't matter. Because we're not killing through you life anymore.
Anyway.
Nice lifelink, asshole. Did your mom make it for you? Sorry, I love the sound of not doing damage.
Thunk.
Boink.
Squeaky. I'll take 1, thanks. I'll take the damage, thanks. Alright. 12 cards in deck?
They're dead.
Alright, ready for? This is hitting them with a bonk hammer. This is like, we're hitting them with a squeaky hammer. All right. You were right.
Your opponent managed to have to deal with both of our stupid side cons.
Like they answered the first, like, you know, they have no way of knowing that we only have 4 rooms, like, so,
yeah.
But like that turns us off, and it's like, oh, all right, whatever, and then we just go bonk with we hit him with the womp. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, so the only, like, I've talked about mill in this format, and the crab is one I don't think I believe in, specifically because every single time I think I've seen the crab, like, milling your opponent is a bad thing. You know? Like, delirium for free.
It doesn't do enough
for
what it does.
Well, especially in this format, like, there are a lot of decks that just go, thanks, right? Like,
yeah,
you know, you put 10 cards in
my
grid.
10
but when
in one go.
When it's mill 10, when it's
that sort of body in mind, is what that is.
Yeah, that's enough that like one hit killed them in one hit. So
does remind me of a time I was playing a cube and I mind twisted my. Oh no, it was him to Torak, my opponent. And they did punish the hell out of me for it because they discarded Grizzlebrand.
Oof. Ooh.
It's pretty much as bad as that could have gone.
Yeah. It's sort of mighty and bind. Yeah, sort of. This is the card that
on the play.
I cannot like stress how good Growing Dread is. Like, just what a card. We have a problem. Ooh. Irreverent.
Yeah, when you're Growing Dread, it's going to reveal 2 lands.
Fine.
And then
that's just
okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So we do need to, like, so if I can draw green for Vitality, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, anything that is a land is good right now.
Oh God. Okay, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Toby comes with a 4/4. The 4/4 has to have a friend attacking with, but like, clearly they're good there.
That's easy when you have a Menacer.
Yes. We might be operating under the... Well, we'll see. Any third land is really good. There we go. So, that gets us... Do I just want to Meat Locker the 4/4?
Sure. I mean, that really stems bleeding, you know?
Yeah, it gives me some time, and that might be enough to turn this.
Yeah. Now any other land is extremely good because, you know...
Yeah.
Then Skimmer's alive and is going to kill in two hits mainly. A green will get you the Vitality.
So the reason I left this back, we can't block the Gremlin, but we could block Toby. This stems 1 point of bleeding, and we're not winning.
Yep.
Like, we're not currently going for...
Okay, they're also digging for lands.
Okay. That gets them... Squeaky. They get to filter again. Yep. For them, it just lets them filter. That's the big thing. This Gremlin, very powerful for that. Yeah, so they filter off. Okay. I wish I had a little less life, but, you know. That's okay.
You had a follow-up play to it. It's not that bad.
Yeah. All right, 5th land. They've still got a hand. They don't have a board as much here. Right now, they are 25 in deck, so 2 hits is 22. We need, like, just a little bit more. Maybe the Gremlin just gets us there. Yeah, maybe the Gremlin just, like, is the...
Yeah. Between that Manifest Dread and the Gremlin, I think that your opponent did just kill themselves. Yeah.
Okay, if they did... So, what they need to have is a kill spell for the face down.
That Manifest, yeah.
So...
Which, totally doable. it doesn't have much in the way of power, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I think we're all in on the plan, though.
I think so.
All right. Here's the plan. Half your deck. So that they are
One
now
more kills you, friends.
They are now at 11 cards. So, bad news. This was with this board. This was the bet we had to take. Like,
yes.
There's no board building that gets us out of this limp. Oh god! Oh god!
Oh yeah, double so.
Okay.
Oh no! Actually, no. You were still dead even if they hadn't done that.
Yeah, we were dead in combat that turn, regardless. That flip up was enough to make this board that was like put you to 5 to put you to lethal because so say I block on this 4. No, I go to. If I block on this 4, I go to 1. But if they don't have this removal spell and they play any other creature, we're also we're
also Arabella just by herself afterwards just becomes
it's fine. You know what? We went for it. We tried.
It was good. I think it was good. You did fine.
That's we knew going in like with how this plays that I honestly think like our the aggro Craig is just something we don't have a great.
You're inherently weak to it, yeah.
Yeah, like we have some really we have strong stuff down here. Growing Dread is so good. This is incredible. Like so, Manifest Dread, the card named Manifest Dread, is already very powerful. Mm-hmm. Handing it like the +1/+1, like we don't in a lot of decks you don't flip up that body, right? There are a lot of decks where you just accept what's under it and you're not planning for it. This deck is planning for it. This deck has the inspectors. This deck has like a lot of these like small bits that are like, oh.
So Simic has 2 of the best 2-drops in this format.
Yeah. This one I don't think is like this is like end of the day it's a long-term engine that's a little bit unreliable, but is still a 2/2 for free on top of that. The other one is like drawing cards forever, you know, but very happy about where this landed. This is like, you know, 5-3 is the line where your backpack. We did get to win off of one of our secondary win.
You had 2 different ways to do it in that game, and you win for the second one.
And our deck contained 2 alt wins. You know, just normal things in limited, as your deck just contains a couple alt wins. So, yeah,
happens all the time.
Let's go ahead and open some packs. This is such a fun format. But yeah, it was mentioned at the beginning that like the Boros aggro deck is one of those like just kind of really strong pieces. Not only because like it has synergy for what you already want to be doing, which is playing little creatures, which is a big part of it, and then like the synergy pieces in like the blue-white Azorius stuff is also really powerful. I love Meat Locker. The rooms just kind of play really nicely. I don't know. It's interesting. Love this beastie. Things like this, not only... So, one of the things about, like, this... I've said it a lot, but Delirium is so much cleaner in this format.
Yeah.
Delirium is an incredibly cool, ability word. It incentivizes a unique deck structure and a unique, play pattern in a way that I think is a lot more interesting than Threshold, just saying, get the 7. Because it wants you to have, you're not just creatures and lands, right? You can't do Delirium with just creatures and lands. You
can't do it with just creatures and land. And you can just pull it off with just doing milling, and that's how you did it when it was first introduced. But Manifest Dread makes it so, and Surveil makes it so it's a choice whether or not you actually selectively turn it on and off, or turn it off on, right? Basically.
And one other thing that the Patchwork Beastie shows off that this set makes it a lot more clean is Artifact Creature.
Yes.
We have Enchantment Creature. Like, one of the problems with playing Delirium in Shadows was that
there were no alternate typed things.
You weren't
like a couple of artifact creatures, and that was it.
Well, like that, not only that, but because of that, like you had to like play enchantments and artifacts in ways that like it incentivized a little different play, but like in a way that was like you had to kind of force a wedge in, like unless you had like the green vessel.
Yeah,
like the green vessel just gave you Delirium in one go, and so there were a couple cards that tried to glue it together, but like they were more like again wedge on it. Whereas this, like, you still need to play the enablers and like play cards that get you there. You just don't get it for free, but like you can have it if you're building to get it. Yeah, here's the other card we were talking about when we were talking about the green-blue. These two right here. The uncommon cycles in this set have a lot of power behind them.
Yeah.
The red-white one we saw, very, very strong, obviously. That can crush a game down. We saw the power of the other blue-green one in our game. Oh, hey, Marina. Someday I want to build a deck. I'd love to, like, draft around Marina. But that's tough. This one's very funny.
Oh, it's a lich.
Yes,
basically.
So this is a lich for your cards in hand. So, but yeah, I think that like Marina here is like a 5-color general, but like is looking to be in a specific deck. Like this is so that you can play Pile of Rooms.
It's kind of actually the card that this is closest to that I could think of. Tom Bombadil.
I was gonna say Tom Bombadil.
Tom Bombadil being the 5-color saga lover.
Oh yeah, so Warlock, who is her patron? Velgavoth. Marina is the one who made a deal with Velgavoth to let Velgavoth grow into the plan. Marina sees the world. So you see that bubble? The Marina sees the world as normal. Around her, there's a like bubble of like normal reality where nothing is wrong. She doesn't perceive the house as like weird,
having
fucked
consumed
up.
Everything.
Like,
yeah, she
knows she is like sort of aware of it, like that she's sort of living in an illusion, but like she's met by Tyvar and Zimone in the story. But yeah, she is a warlock, legitimate. So she is also a warlock because that's the type they added on to Outlaw so that they can have a spellcaster on Outlaw.
Yeah,
it means you cannot shoot the sheriff. Yeah.
Solemn Hall Creeper is okay. Yep,
all right,
two of them. Solemn Hall Creeper, actually, Ty drafted this last night. It's pretty good.
So the very cool thing about Hall Creeper, you lose the can't be blocked when you use that last one.
Correct.
But the thing is, you've gotten your card back, and you're going to get a +2/+2 on whatever you get, and like this card.
On top of that, if your opponent doesn't have, or if you don't have any other creatures that you control,
it can't trigger.
It can't trigger, so it just keeps on going.
Yep. So if you fail to copy, it just stays. It's fine. But it is a mandatory if you have another creature.
Yeah.
Threats. This card is an immense amount of value. as we saw in our
It's a
games,
lot of lands.
again, there is a fear, and this is the fear. We don't have fear of milling. There's no fear of millstone in this set, but everyone I think who's played Manifest Dread enough in this does have that fear in them of like, what if I go too greedily and too deep? Keep digging. Like, you will win. Just keep gambling. Does it reset if it copies another silent creeper? My gut says yes, but I'm not certain on that. I don't know. That is something that I would have to look up. Because copy
it's
is
text on the card, and that is a copyable value.
Yeah, I believe.
But as far as the copied values of them would not have been triggered already, so I think yes, you'd have to do them.
So
you
have two creepers sort of like washing each other, like.
Yeah.
That's a funny idea to build. Velgavoth's Lair. Enchantment land has hexproof, so you can't get... Okay, someone asked me if this was the first enchantment land, and I told them yes because I was wrong, because I forgot about Urza's Saga.
Urza's Saga? Yeah.
I forgot.
It's not the first enchantment land, but it's the first, enchantment land that's not for fuckers.
Yes, right. No, nobody's playing Urza's Saga and going, Constellation Trigger, no.
No, people are playing Urza's Saga and then cheating at the game of Magic is what they're doing.
Yeah, that's... I was just thinking about, like, alright, play my Urza Saga, trigger my Enchantress, gotcha. Like...
Okay, I have at least played an Enchantress deck that does that, but that doesn't count. It's not real.
Kinda counts. Maybe counts. Anyway, we saw this as our pick in Pack 1, Pick 2. This card is, like, fine, it's good. Like, especially like in the world where we have this, having your lands be able to turn on your, abilities. I've never seen Urza's Saga in action. Does it sacrifice itself like other sagas when you reach the last pip? Yes. So Urza's Saga has 1, taps for colorless. Like on Saga 1, it gains the ability to tap as a land. Saga 2, it gains 2 tap. Make an Urza construct, a 0/0 power and toughness equal to the number of artifacts you control. It gains that text fully. On 3, it has search for a 0, or 1, the tiny 1, cost artifact, and put it into play. This does not mean a colored artifact. It does not mean, like, it has to be literally exactly a 0 or exactly a 1. And then it dies. So the idea is it replaces itself with, like, I don't know, Black Lotus. But
I mean,
Shuko. It replaces itself with Shuko, and then your Nadu starts going off. I don't.
It does wild stuff.
Yeah.
I would have to guess that the most common pickup in Commander at least is just Soul Ring.
Soul Ring, yeah, sure. That's the freebie.
And that's like the most fair thing you could probably do with it.
You can do Sensei's Divining Top and make your opponent go, ugh.
Urza Saga is just some of like the most effects a completely free thing has had on a card.
Okay,
you
know what tonight is? Tonight is alt win cons, because we had 2 in our deck, and now we have this Grimoire, which I would love to donate to my opponent. And we also have the Cursed Recording, which technically will kill you if you get to 7 spells.
Yeah.
If you cast 7 spells and your opponent isn't dead, I have some questions.
Yeah.
What were those spells? Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. We saw the green one of this in action.
This is probably the worst one in Limited.
Yeah, because this is effectively a 4/3 that like double triggers your enchantment come-ins. And there's a couple cards in black that work with it. There's not like a ton of life gain all over the place. There's like in black, you have, I suppose you've got Lost Teeth, but I'm looking for, Give into Violence. You've got the -2, you've got the deal 2 damage, gain 2 life, and you have, like, the card that instantly gives you Delirium that's, like, look at top 4, 1 in hand, 3 in grave. That says gain 3 life on it. But the rest of these are, like, the blue one, for instance. The blue one in Limited is a Hyper Bomb. This one is an incredible bomb for, like, you to build around in Constructed. This is a card you look at and you go, you know what? My bats love this, right?
Yes.
All my bats love this snake. They're great friends with this snake.
Mirkwood bats are great buds of snakes.
So, the green one we saw. The blue one is Coastal Piracy. The red one is +2/+0 and haste, which is siege driver. It's from another core set that handed that off. And then the white one is like draw a card on a 2 or less power thing coming into play.
Ooh, the Overlords. These are neat.
Ooh, Impending is so cool. I love the idea of, like, suspend, but it's interactable.
Yep.
Like, because
this is an enchantment when it ETBs, is the idea. It's not a creature yet. Once the impending is done, then it is a creature.
Yeah, and it goes off at your end step. So when you play it, it goes and immediately goes to 3 on your end. And then it goes 2, 1, count to 0 on your end step. It becomes a creature, so your opponent also has a turn to interact, and you can, like, use it in combat that turn. So they get time where it's like, okay, they can enchantment remove it, they can kill it with a kill spell, but even if they do that, you already got its come in. So, like, this, by the way, Mole Drifter.
Yeah, this is a Mole Drifter.
This is legally a Mole Drifter. It is a flyer. It draws 2 cards. It has
and you can evoke it.
And you can evoke it. Like, there's some more conditions, but flyer, draws 2 cards, evoke for cheaper.
Game Pass 252. It is a permanent that entered the battlefield a long time ago. So no, it does not have summoning sickness.
Yeah, but it removes the counter at your end step. So, you know, you're too late.
I'm gonna play this with Opalescence, and then I'm gonna impend it so there's no downside whatsoever. And in fact, it's actually stronger.
You can
play Opalescence is on the field.
You can play this with. Isn't there? I want to say the new Zur turns these into creatures.
Probably.
Yeah, as immediately. But the other thing I was gonna say is that there's a couple, like, playing around with time counters things too, if you want to mess around with that. This only exists on this Mythic cycle. Here's a hot tip for you in Limited. You see anything with the word Overlord right here? Slam, jam.
Take it, 100%.
Like,
they're really good.
all 5.
Like, all 5 of them are really good.
All 5. Like, you know, this isn't like pack 3 change your draft, but, like, you know, pack 2 maybe think about color 2, or pack 1 I guess I'm in this, because, like, this Mole Drifter here. What if Mole Drifter had 5 power and also drew cards on attack? I don't know. Like,
pretty good, yeah.
The black one it has a longer impending, but comes down earlier, and mills cards picking them up, so setting you up for, like, Delirium and also just giving you more cards. The green one gives you everywhere lands, aka a land that is all 5 land types. It just makes a token that's a forest, mountain, plains, island, swamp. Has very cool art. The red one, I think, is deal 4 on attack or play, and the white one makes 2/1 flyers. Domain, yes, indeed. So,
10% off.
Oh, wow.
1 pack.
Wow, I could get
a singular pack of Murders of Karlov Manor.
I could get a singular pack. I like these. I like these on some cards. This border has the problem of very hard to tell the color of the card.
Yep. Same as the Thunder Junction border problem.
Yeah, and, like, I like them as a like, like, oh, that's very cute for our set with the murder mystery, but like, you know, we have a Azorius card and a Rakdos card. The only way you can tell the difference is like that top border. So,
yep. At least with Judith, she's very visibly Rakdos. So if you know that being clown mode, you'd immediately recognize, okay, black red. Doesn't add up.
Oh, I forgot about the haunch.
Yeah. Food equipment.
Love that haunch.
Create 2 dogs. Oh, Prof's Eidetic Memory.
This card is real as shit. Like, this
Yep.
is a card that, like, I've seen people playing and constructed for real reasons. You know, any sort of, like, prowess-style nonsense where you're cycling cards, or, like, there's a number of, like...
I mean, now, it being an enchantment, and in the current set, that's actually pretty solid.
Yeah. So, this is a cool one. Slime Against Humanity. I never got to draft this. The new Phoenix, yeah. Anyway. That's some more Duskmourn. As I mentioned,
continues to be a solid, very fun format.
Yeah. I'm really happy about, like, the way that Duskmourn is playing out. Duskmourn, like both on its initial announcement, I thought, like, this is the most wild idea I think Wizards has ever had for a set. I really want to see what it looks like. On our like spoilers, I was a little, I don't know, like thought that there were some what's the word I'm looking for? Not inconsistencies, but a couple like things bumping against each other that didn't feel quite right. But having the set play really good, be honest, that goes a long way. So
yeah.
Bloomburrow is pretty good on the... Bloomburrow's, like, issue with its limited format is that it's a very... it's more prescriptive than any of the more recent ones, because you once you pick, like, your, like, you know, creature you're going with, if you're going with frogs or you're going with bats, you zone out of so much of the set, because, like, in draft, you just, okay, I'm just gonna pick the cards that are good for the bats, or the cards that are good for the
it is
mice deck.
One of the better tribal / typal formats
Yes.
that they've made. It's just that those are always
little
some of the weaker draft formats
Yeah.
in practice.
And so, like, and as usual, there's a couple that, like, you know, all 10 aren't created equal, because that's hard.
Really hard to balance 10 different, like, setups together. Like, it's not easy.
We've you know, that's well, just also, like, ordered list of 10, one has to be at top and one has to be at bottom, like, just as a ordered list, even if that difference is 51-49 versus 55-45. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. The fact that, like, this set, like, plays as well as it does, and also I do really like the like story stuff that they did put out for it. I thought that it had a lot of fun grist on it, but no actual grist. Not no planeswalker. Well, non-planeswalker. They're well, no, hold on. Are they still a planeswalker?
No, grist is I think grist is actually still a planeswalker.
Okay.
I believe.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh no, we had creature grist, but that was pre-planeswalker creature grist, and then I don't think
grist actually might be. You know what? I think actually right now it's actually unclear whether or not grist is still a planeswalker or not. Now I think about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say raccoons weren't that bad at the bottom. Then I realized forgot birds existed. Yeah, like one of the things they talked about. I remember listening to a lot of the Bloomburrow limited stuff that they were like talking about, like the way they were crafting the set, and they're like, yeah, like the birds are a really fun archetype to play with, like mice, so that you have like your blue-red, your blue-white mixing with your white-red, you know, so that the birds trigger the Valiant. Splashing a third color in that format is the way to die. Like, you ain't doing that. Like, if you're splashing a third color, it was like, for a bomb rare. The fixing wasn't there for, like, flat 3 colors.
You know, actually, weirdly enough, Gris would become more powerful without being a planeswalker now and just going through the own paths. Because that means they'd be able to bring their bugs with them instead of having to remake their bugs every time.
It's gonna be really annoying to have to remake the bugs every time.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Doc, for jumping on in.
No worries.
Glad to have you here for this. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, subscribe. Just being here is great too. I'm sending you over to Ty. Ty's playing. Oh God, Reshef of Destruction.
Reshef of Destruction,
God,
baby.
Ooh, all right, please enjoy. All right, have a good one, y'all.